See, the trick is to get in here and flip this stuff fairly quick. Tomatoes will come apart very, very easily. I'll pile these potatoes up a little bit.
Oh, I think I got one that's really coming apart.
But you know what? It's going to be wonderful. We're going to finish off each one of these. I'm not going to tell you how yet. But I would say, Joe, want to go get a dish? And he would come pick me up, or I'd go pick him up. We'd run right into Lily, and we'd eat fried galamad, we'd eat scungil, we'd eat clams. Just incredible. You never forget those good times that you have with good friends. And those kind of friends for me are the kind of friends that just show up at your door. Sometimes you haven't seen them in years. How about a couple of peppers? We'll do a couple peppers. Yeah, I wouldn't think twice about showing up at Joe's house unannounced for dinner, and I would always be welcome. And the same here. I would expect that if he were ever in the neighborhood that he would pop in. I have another good friend. I have a lot of good friends from years and years ago. Another good friend, Marty, lives down at the beach, and you know how people are about beach houses. You get a little bit crazy because they get lots of company, and you know, it could be a problem after a while with people just showing up. But anytime I'm down the beach, if I'm anywhere by Marty's house, I just show up, and I'll just walk in, and he's always very excited to see me. And my wife will say, "Oh, what if they're eating?" And I'll say, "Even better, even better. We'll stay." And we've always had good food memories. Marty's mom, who was another fabulous cook, recently passed away, and I can remember her teaching me how to do different things in the kitchen. She made this incredible red gravy. And it was funny because she didn't put garlic in her gravy because her meatballs and her sausage had a tremendous amount of garlic. And she said she would get more than enough garlic from the meatballs and the sausage. And God, it was incredible gravy. Asparagus cooking nicely. These endive are ready to come off. Okra is going to get turned. Family needs a little bit more. Bread's nice and crusty. Some peppers. And grill these peppers on one side and then flip them over and put some cheese in them. One more thing I'm going to do is to cut up my apricot. I don't think we're going to get to the onion, and I'm not even going to grill the apricot. But when we finish here, I'm going to take a couple minutes and make a nice presentation, and then we're going to come back to you and we're going to show you what we've done. Now let me just point out what we've got going here so you don't forget, because when you see it again, some of it may look different. We've grilled up the Jersey tomatoes. We've got the radicchio with the gorgonzola cheese. We've got the endive with the feta. We've got the potatoes, simply oil and adobo. I've sliced up some apricot. I've got my bread slices cooking nicely. And we've now got our asparagus, our okra, and our fennel. So, with that being said, remember I'm going to flip these peppers over. I'm going to put a little cheese in and cook them a little bit on the other side. With that being said, we'll close out for a moment, and I'll get everything set up, and we'll come back in a nice setting and show you how this can be presented in not a very artistic way, but a very palatable way. For me, it's not about making it into a piece of art. It's really about making it look like you can't resist it, no matter what. So we'll be right back to you. Sit tight and get a glass of water and we'll be set, or a glass of wine, of course. Well, we're back. I've got my trusty companion here. I don't know if you remember her from last year's show. She was stealing figs off my tree in the yard. I've taken that asparagus and I put some of the apricot and a little bit of raclette cheese over the bread and put it back in and let that cheese melt. I garnished up everything and I even grilled a few onions. I couldn't resist, but we were running out of time. See, she's falling asleep now. She's getting tired. So I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil over everything. Just some wonderful extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of a drizzle, and then individual items like the radicchio, a little bit of my best balsamic vinegar, a little over the asparagus, and the fennel, and the endive. And we've got just a wonderful, wonderful display here. Maybe we should get a second opinion. How about you? Give us a little second opinion here. What do you think? Oh, don't let it get away. I think that's a plus. It'll hold her, otherwise she'll be on the table eating everything. Well, a lot of fun with grilling, stories about friends. It's the way memories are made. I'm David Martone from Cooking Time. We've been outdoors grilling in my backyard, and this is my friend Shotzi. So have a good day and get outside and do some grilling. What do you see? Uh-oh. Watch him. Watch him.